Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. We have a bit of a change in scenery because your girl is being a little extra. We are filming our first official video, full video in front of part of the new setup here, but I also wanted my chair because sometimes I talk a lot. So yeah, I moved my chair over here for today. So anyway, we are going to be doing something that I have not done, I feel like, in a while. And I need it. And that's a book haul. I have been diligently reading the books that I had on my TBR prior to 2005. So everything I bought in 2004, 2003 leftovers. And like I said, there's probably like one or two 2002s in there. So I wanted to get through those so that I can really focus on like newer books that are coming out and really fill my shelves with those. And I'm doing really, really well. We are so close to being done with all those books, but today we're doing a haul to show you what I have. Now, some of these books I've already talked about in other videos, so I'm only going to go over the books that I have purchased, except for 3, which I will include. And I said that, actually, I think when you would have already seen that video, except for those 3, because I wanted to include them in this full haul. So if you would like to see the entire shelf setup and all of that, go ahead and watch that video. Actually, I'm thinking, I always do this. I'm like, which video are you going to see first? You will actually see that one first. Yes, so you will see that one first, and then you will see this one. So if you want to see the entire setup, that should technically be last week's video, if I have the order correct. And this is going to be the one after that. So anyway, let's get into the books that we have. So I am going to have to move my girl. And we're going to look at the first set of books that I have added to my TBR. So let me go ahead and just start with this one book here. It's called The Party, and it's by Natasha Preston. This book is about pretty much a group of kids go to this like castle for a party, and then somebody ends up no longer breathing, and basically they're just trying to figure out who they are trapped in this house with. That is a killer. I do think that this is more of a like teen novel. When I was getting it, it was like at the front of the book, but there were a lot of other teen books, so I think this is considered like a teen or young adult novel, but it sounded good, so I was like, I'm gonna grab this one. And she had tons of other books out there, so if this one's good, that's another author to look out for. Now, my next set of books, all 3 of them by the same people, my guy, Stephen Graham Jones. I literally thought he had dropped a bunch of new books, because when I would go on Barnes & Nobles, they were like highlighting several of his books. He did drop Buffalo Hunter this year, which I do have. I hauled that one before, but they were just like highlighting his books, and I just could not help myself. So 2 of these books are novellas. The first one is Night of the Mannequin by Stephen Graham Jones, like I said. And this one is basically about friends who are hanging out for the summer, and they bring like a mannequin as a prank to this theater that they go to, and basically, I think like the mannequin is taking people out, or someone is trying to make it seem like it's the mannequin. Either way, I thought it was super cute. It's literally, I think it's like 134 pages, so not a lot of pages at all. Super quick read. The next one by him, Mapping the Interior. I actually can't remember what this one is about, so I'm just going to leave it at that and go into it blind. But it is another novella by him, and this one has literally 99 pages. So, oh wait, 101. I was wrong. It's no, actually, I was right. Yeah, there's less than 99. There's 96 pages in this one. So, super short, good read by Stephen Graham Jones. I love his books. Now, this one I thought was like a plus because it's literally a 2-in-1. So there is Killer on the Road. That's the first one. And then when you flip it, you get another novel, The Babysitter Lives. And this is a double saga, like I said. And I'm really excited. This is a Barnes & Noble's exclusive. So this is a 2-in-1. And I am just super happy about this because I've never had this type of book. I love that it's upside down. So the Killer on the Road, that one is under 300 pages. Oh, wait, no, wait, those are, okay. because this is a Barnes and Noble exclusive, I'm actually just for the very first time seeing that there are like additional Barnes and Noble's content. So there's like, it looks like it's, oh, so you get like a second opening in this part. You also get a like kind of a reading guide. So when it was called The Babysitter. Okay, so it's kind of talking about how the book was originally written as The Babysitter Murders, and just like changes in non-supernatural elements, supernatural elements, list of like maybes that were in the book. So kind of like his thought plan. I think that is so cute. And then they give what like a part of the book 8 years ago when he first wrote it. So that is actually kind of cute. So the first one, the Killer on the Road, is 240 pages, and then the second book, The Babysitter Lives, is, let's see, right at like 205. So very short ones. It doesn't say which one you should read first, but I'm like, are they connected? I don't think so. I think it's just two novels in one. I don't think it's like a series, because it doesn't say that you should read one or the other first. And then the second one has like chapters, and like the other one literally is just going into the book. It just starts on page 1. A mother carries her 6-year-old daughter. So, and I don't see any chapters. So I don't think they're like in a series. I think they're just two different books that they put together, and I can't wait. Now, the next 3 books I got from the Dollar Tree, and this was a jackpot because I got 3 thriller type mysteries. So, A Tidy Ending by Joanna Cannon. This one is about a woman who lives in a house. She is obsessed with the person who, and when I say obsessed, she just likes that person's lifestyle. Like, she is still receiving like old magazines that the person used to get. Her name is Rebecca, I believe. And she's just like, oh my gosh, this girl was so glamorous because she's getting glamorous magazines and all these things. I would love to be her friend, because like she just spends her time like at home tidying up, and her husband is starting to like not come home, keep strange hours and stuff like that, and then someone goes missing in the neighborhood. So that is what this one is about. Never Saw Me Coming by Vera Curian. This one is about a group of kids who they're in college. I believe they're in college. I know DC based college. They're in college, and they are a part of a study of psychopaths. So they are like super smart, but they're also psychopaths. And then one of the psychopaths in the study group gets murdered. So they're trying to figure out who did it. The last one, Always the First to Die by R.J. Jacobs. This one is about a woman who's an actress, and she was doing like this really huge film, and someone dies in the film, and she's like, I'm never going back to that place again. Fast forward to the future, her daughter goes to that it's like an island. Yeah, it's an island, and of course a storm comes, a category 4 hurricane comes, and the daughter trying to figure out what happened. But as the mom, Lexi, comes back to like come and help and save her daughter, like it starts to look like the movie. So they're like trapped on the island with a few other people who are still there, and things that happened in the movie are starting to happen like in real life. So that is our first stack. Now, our last stack that I'm going to go over includes books of authors I've already read. It's so funny because you know sometimes you read a book by an author and you're like, oh, I don't know if I want to read something by them because of this, that, and third. Well, of course, this author had another book. And actually, I will say for this first author, it wasn't that I did not like the book. I actually liked the book, The Wedding. What I did not like was the sister. His sister was so freaking annoying. And that little child that the sister brought. But this is another one by them called Hidden Pictures. And it is by Jason Rekulak. The other book that I read from him was The Wedding. And like I said, I did enjoy it. It was actually almost comical. It was just that the sister was an annoying freaking character. And she drove me crazy. But I was like, I read this one and I was like, I definitely want to get it. a one-of-a-kind thriller. I loved it, by Stephen King. Stephen King did not lie on the last book that I read, so I'm hoping he will keep that up. This is a national bestseller. We also have a quote by Grady Hendrix, a perfect summer thriller complete with vengeful spirits, class warfare, and it even has pictures. What more could you want? That's Grady Hendrix. How do I feel about Grady's books? Let me think. They be okay. So we gonna see if Grady is, holding up his end of the bargain with his blurb. But this one is basically about a girl named Mallory. She is, she just got out of rehab and she's babysitting this kid, this 5-year-old boy. And her and the boy is sweet. They have a really good bond. But the boy starts to, he's into art and he's like drawing all these pictures. And then one day, like, his pictures goes from like trees, rabbits, balloons to like a man dragging a woman off in a forest. So she's trying to figure out, like, okay, is Teddy a little troubled or is something actually happening? And this book is cool because it does, in fact, have pictures. So I am actually really excited about this one. Kid's a good artist. So definitely excited about that. Adult books with pictures, we need that too, right? So the next book, I'm going to save this one for last. The next one is by an author. I was like, I ain't reading no more of her books. I gave her chances. So it's Lisa Jewell. Lisa Jewell has a series. It's like The Family Remains or something. It's a 3-part series, okay? I read book 2 because I didn't know it was a series. But you don't have to read book 1 to catch up on book 2 because they give you a lot of backstory. And book 2 just had so much. I was like, I don't even want to read that mess again in book 1. But the thing about book 2 that I hated is that book built up so freaking good. And you just thought something like crazy was about to pop off. Y'all, nothing happened. And then the book ends kind of setting it up like if there's a third book, which I think there is, but that third book is going to have the drama. And I'm just like, I'm not here for that. But then I got another one of her books, and I can't remember the name of it, but it's about this lady. I'm going to look at the book so I can put it on the screen. That one was actually good. I liked that one, even though there were some things I was like, overall, that book was really good. I was just pissed at how it ended. So I read this one. Lisa Jewell, Don't Let Him In. It just sounded so good. So basically, from what I remember, this book is about I think 2 women who okay, so this is guy, Nick, and he's like this great husband. Wait a second. Yes, so Nina's husband dies and she meets Nick. Nina's daughter is like, he seems too good to be true, and then starts like kind of investigating him. And then flash forward to Martha. She is like with her husband, Alistair. He's a great guy, but then he just starts to like travel more, disappear for days, and then Nina, Martha, and Ash basically kind of their lives collide. So I was like, okay, this actually sounds good, and apparently they shouldn't have let somebody in the house. I don't know who they shouldn't have let in, but we're going to find out as we read this book. So I was like, okay, Lisa, I'm going to give you another try. Hopefully it's as good as the synopsis makes it seem like it will be. The last book. Now, this book is by Rob Hart. I'm very excited about this. I absolutely know this book is going to have to be great because the first one was great. So I'm really excited because I do like series, and the first book in this series is an Assassins Anonymous. I talked about that last year when I read it. I think it was last year. Loved that book so much. And now we have a part 2, The Medusa Protocol by Rob Hart. And this one's basically about one. And when I saw the book, I was like, oh, I know that author. Let me read it. This is actually a continuation. Welcome back to Assassins Anonymous, the only 12-step group where joining can be deadly. So basically, there is this woman named Astrid. She is in the group. And she stopped showing up. And they're like, okay, if people stop showing up, it could very well be that their past caught up with them and they're dead. But they're like, so did she actually get taken out? Or is it that she is in need of help? And then something has been sent to them that he's trying to decipher. Is this her calling for help, or am I reading too much into this clue? And then, you know, fast forward, Astrid's like on this random remote island with this guy doing all these experiments. And of course, if you're in an Assassin's Anonymous, you're trying not to kill people because that's your thing. And, you know, it's like, how can I get out of this without breaking my vow? So excited about this one. And I can't remember how long the other one was. This one is about, you know, right under 300 pages. But I truly enjoyed the other one. So I think I'm going to enjoy this one just as much. Let's see. Yeah, it's like right at 300 pages. So very, very excited about that. Now, I have a little surprise. Those were all of my stacks. But y'all, I hinted several different videos this year. I have a box. You saw it in the clip, y'all. Y'all saw that there was an Amazon box. And we have to open this box. I hinted that there was a series. There was a book or books that I was going to read, mainly because somebody was like, you have to read it. It's so good. Keep in mind, I tried reading this series a long time ago. My cord is here. I need to return this because I found the cord I was looking for. But anyway, I was like, I don't, it's heavy. I was like, I don't know. I tried to read this. I just couldn't get into it. I know everybody else loves it, but I don't understand. I don't. I work out, I swear. But I tell everybody, and it's not a lie, upper body strength is not for me. If I was standing, this would not have been a problem. But okay, we got it. Came from Charlotte. Awesome. So, I had this in, it actually came from Scholastic. That's pretty exciting. I had this in my cart for like almost a year probably. And I even looked at it in the store. I will say, Amazon really do be giving you the good prices because this book set in the store was $229. I actually only paid $25 for it, but that's just because my job gave us a $100 Amazon gift card. And I was like, this is a perfect thing for me to spend it on because if I cannot get through this series and I absolutely freaking hate it, guess what? I only paid $25 for it. See how that works? And I already lost my scissors. How'd I do that? So in my mind, I really got these books for $25 and I wanted to buy them all at once because I know somebody's like, well, why would you buy an entire series if you don't even know if you like it? I want my books to look the same and I already have like my Indian Lake Trilogy series does not look the same because the first two are in paperback and the third one is a hardback. My Twisted Tales series, the first two are hardback. The first two are softback. The last one is a hardback, but it's a shiny material because it was a Barnes & Noble's exclusive. Like, I like my sets to look the same. And before, I would say the same thing, but it really is a thing when your stuff does not look the same. And I really wanted the original covers. Can you guess? You might be able to see it in the video. But if you can't, can you guess what series this is? It is Harry Potter. I am going to start reading Harry Potter. And I know, I'm late to the game. Like I said, I tried to read it. I did. I tried to read this in like 9th grade when, I think it would have been 9th grade. I was like 15, 16 years old. Trying to read it when it was all the hype and all the rage, and y'all, I just couldn't. I didn't even get through the first book. I knew he was a boy that lived under the stairs. I don't even know if I got through the first chapter. I just couldn't. But I've heard, oh my God, you gotta read it. So I'm gonna try. And I only paid $25 for it. So I got the entire set, and it's in this cool little bookcase. I don't even know where I'm gonna put this. This shit is heavy. It's heavy. Like, I could put it on here. It's going to take up a whole shelf, though. I could put it up there. But I don't want to put it on here because then that's going to take up an entire, like, shelf already. And I might not like them. But I don't know. So I think I might put them up there. But anyway, here's the series. I did want the original cover. At one point, I was like, oh, I want the stencil covers because those are coming out. They should actually already, oh, y'all, that's why they say don't use sharp objects. And I'm I didn't cut into the low, one of the low books. But anyway, it's just a little scratch. They came out with like stenciled pages, and I thought those were really cute, and I was gonna order that, but when I first started looking, it was like only book 1 was out in stencil pages, and then the other ones weren't going to be released until July. It is officially July. Well, when I'm filming this, it's July. When you see this, it'll be August, but it is July, so they're out. So I could, cause originally I thought I would have ordered this earlier, but I couldn't get over the price tag. I chose this over my Disney Villain series, but I was like, I would rather use the gift card on this for $25 out of my pocket than to pay $117 out of my pocket. So that's why I went with this instead of just getting my the Disney Villain series, which I will be getting that. But I was like, oh, the stencil pages. So originally I thought I was going to start reading the series earlier, and all of them were out. And I was like, well, I don't want to wait until July because I'm going to start reading them, and I won't be able to read book 2 until July. But anyway, here we are in July when you see this in August, and I'm just getting this on July, I think it's the 27th. Just getting them. So I could have gotten the stencil pages, but I was like, you know what? I want the original covers. I don't want the new covers. I want the original. So that's why I bought them, because I'm like, they keep coming out with all these different covers. Like, what if they get rid of them? Like, the originals. Because sometimes they do that. But anyway, let's start. Oh, look. It's got that on the top, that on the back. And like I said, that was Books A Million. It's like $229. And the lady thought I was going to say it was more expensive at Books A Million. I mean, on Amazon, no, baby. It's like $100 and what? $5, $6 cheaper. So for those of you who are new to the series like me, because I don't know all the names of the books, but the first one is Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. So that is book 1. I'm actually kind of getting excited about reading this. Got a little bit of pictures. The words ain't too bad. This one only has like a little over 300 pages. So that's book 1. Then we have book 2 in the series. It is Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. And book 2 is small like book 1. But what I've been told is book 1 through 4 is like more child, or books 1 to 3 lean more childish, because they were like, yeah, you just gotta get through the first 2 books, and I'm like, that's not making me want to read the series. Like, I need the first three. I gotta get to 3 books before it gets juicy. But I think 1 through 3 are like more childlike, because of course the series was to progress with the kids that it started with. So of course, as we were getting older, I'm 40 now. I can't remember when the last book came out, but we were of course older, so the stories got juicier. So it wasn't like the series stayed a kid series, which I think is pretty cool. It grew. So the last 4, I'm gonna say based off of the size, the last 4 is where it gets a little crazy. Because I have a friend, my best friend, her daughter is reading the series, but I think she only let her read 1 through 3 so far. So number 3 is Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. I do enjoy a good Harry Potter ride and drink at Universal, not gonna lie. Then we have Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. It's getting thick. Still brightly colored, but getting thick. Whew. Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. I wonder if I'm going to love this so much that I'm like, I doubt I would be one of those wear a Harry Potter robe. I'm sorry, I'm not doing that. But I don't know, I might want a little stick or something. This book has over 800 pages. What the entire heck? 800 pages? Wait, what? How many pages in this one? Have you guys read this? Yo, this one has over 700. Has anybody read this? Like, am I really going to enjoy this? If you're a fan, you'll probably lie to me. This one's over 400 pages, y'all. It's a lot of words. And the sizing of the words doesn't change. So that's one good thing. It's not like they made the book longer and made the words smaller. So okay, then the next one is Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. Harry still looks like a kid though. He's going through some stuff. This one this one looks like it's probably not even 700 pages. And then the very last one, Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. So if you are new to the Harry Potter world, like me, this one has over 700. And you were thinking about reading the series, we can definitely read it together because I'm going to do a reading vlog. I don't know how long it's going to take me to get through this series, but we're going to do a reading vlog. And I'm really excited to see if I actually get, pulled into this world. I definitely tried because I've always liked the magical and things like that when I was growing up. But I think because everybody was just so Harry Potter, in my brain I was just like, I don't get it. I just could not get into the hype. But here we go. We got it. So that is the last set of books for this book haul. I'm really excited about it. If you've read any of the books I've talked about, I know plenty of you have read Harry Potter. I definitely like to know your thoughts on this being 40 and really trying to get into the series. So at least when I ride the rides, I know what the hell is going on. I just be the rides. I'm like, what is the thing? I had the butterbeer, but it literally just tastes like root beer, cream soda. Don't judge me. I'm sorry. That's what it tastes like. But, I love to be immersed in all the magical world. So I'm definitely excited to see what comes out of this. And I'm definitely excited to start reading. So let me know what new books you've gotten. If you've read any of these, tell me your thoughts. If you are a Harry Potter fan, let me know. And be realistic. Let me know why I'm going to enjoy this series. And if you have never read them and you've wanted to, just read them with me so I won't be by myself. So reading vlog coming, guys. My name is Sho'Shanna for those of you who are new. For those of you who are returning, hey. Join the fam for my newbies. For those who keep coming back, thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. And I'll see you in the next one.